I hope all of you are fit and fine. We have completed our half yearly portion successfully. So now it's the revision time. As we know, we are getting two more classes probably for the revision purpose. Two classes are there, that is for sure, I guess. Okay, so we need to plan the things accordingly. That is why this video is going to be a little bit, quite a bit long. Okay, because we are going to revise quite a few chapters today, and the remaining chapters will be discussed on the next day. Before discussing very important facts, I need to tell you all of these facts are related to connected with your half yearly examination. So listen to me very carefully. You have already come to know that the 80 marks question that is going to be divided into two parts. In first half you are going to get a Google form, a response sheet in which there will be 40 marks MCQ multiple choice questions. Okay. And in the second half you are going to download the PDF question paper, most probably. It will be a pen and paper test, so you need to write down the things. And we have been practicing the pen and paper thing and taking pictures and uploading the PDF for more than 1 month. We have been practicing this. So now I am very much sure that you are intelligent enough to get habituated with this system, to take pictures of your copy, then to upload the PDF. So now we need to practice another thing that we used to do before pre-half yearly, the MCQ format in Google form. We have not practiced that for a long time. We used to do that before pre-half yearly. So now when you have got habituated with that PDF upload, I have decided that I will provide worksheet, MCQ worksheet. You need to remember that thing also. The most important thing is you are going to get questions in the revision classes. You are going to get questions in your worksheet, multiple choice question in your worksheet, response sheet, and don't miss the study material. In your study material, you are going to get a long portion under the heading of homework. That homework section is really important. You need to practice all those things as well as the response sheet. Both response sheet, the questions provided in the response sheet, and the homework. Each and every question is really important, and I am also providing the marks in the study material, in the homework section, so that you can get an idea that okay, these type of questions are probably will carry this type of marks. You can get an idea about the probable marks. That is why I am giving the marks, nothing else. Okay. So you take it as a revision test or revision class, whatever, but don't skip the questions. And everything mentioned in your book, the whole chapter, the details, the discussion in every chapter, the worksheets, go through all of those properly. You are not going to get anything outside of your syllabus, outside the book. Everything will be provided from your syllabus. So in the response sheet I am providing important questions, in the study material also. Along with those, the book is really important. Go through the chapters thoroughly, solve the worksheets of your book thoroughly. Don't skip anything. Okay? Now at first we will revise the thing that we have been discussing regularly. That is the friendly letter writing. The friendly letter writing, there is nothing to discuss again. If you want, for your easy understanding, I am again attaching the format in today's study material, though I think every study material has this format. I attach this every day, almost every day. Again, I am attaching the format. I have provided the samples. You can go through those samples to get an idea. The body of the letter, that should be divided into 3 paragraphs, and the short forms, abbreviations, those you cannot use. The exact date of writing the letter should be mentioned, and the beginning sentence of the body, that cannot be a question, and other things like the subscription and every other thing. I think I have provided the format. Yes, I have attached the format again. So all those things in the format, you are going to get every rule about the address that should be written within 3 lines. All those things, the punctuations and everything, the subscription, which is really important. You cannot write this and that. You have to follow the exact format provided by me. And in today's study material, in the homework section, I have provided again a few questions so that you can practice on your own. Okay, you can practice the things. So just follow the format, and obviously you need to be very careful while you express your ideas while writing the body, but format is really important. You cannot change the format anyhow. No comma, no full stop, everything should be perfect. Okay, this was the portion of friendly letter writing. I think it doesn't require any more discussion because we have been discussing this since the beginning. Now, the unseen composition. About this I have to say something. Unseen composition, we have already learned descriptive composition. We have learned the autobiographical narrative, the essay writing, autobiographical essay writing, autobiographical narrative. So I want to say something. Before this, you used to get questions in your examination in pre-half yearly about the format. Based on those questions were based on the format, like the body should be divided into 3 paragraphs, etc. This time also you may get, because there is an MCQ part. You may get MCQ from the format, based on the format of unseen composition or friendly letter writing or whatever it is. But at the same time, as you are going to appear in pen and paper test, you will be asked to write the whole thing as you do normally, okay, during normal examination. So when I provided the sample, or in the beginning when I taught you these things, I provided points, sometimes I provided the title, but in the examination you have to build the whole format on your own. I will not be there to help you, nobody will be there to help you. You will have to build the whole format from the title to the conclusion. I hope you remember, at first you need to provide a catchy, brief, appropriate title, a heading. That also you have to provide on your own. You have to think of a title which is catchy and brief and appropriate as well. So I will provide a kind of a description. I will suggest you to pause the video and open the study material if you can. See, in the study material, in the homework section, I have provided, I am taking number 1 as an example. Recently you have celebrated the Diamond Jubilee year of Indian Independence Day. Describe how you have celebrated this red letter day in your school. So you have read the description and you well know what you are asked to write about the celebration of Independence Day in your school. So what can be the title? It doesn't require so much intelligence to think of an interesting title. You can give the title like celebration of Independence Day in my school, or Independence Day celebration in my school. That is the title, brief, catchy, and after reading the title, the reader, he or she will be able to understand, okay, this writing is going to be about this thing. That's the purpose only. I hope you can easily understand. This thing doesn't require to be mentioned, but still some students can be confused, like why doesn't miss, why hasn't miss provided any title this time. But no, when you are asked to write an unseen composition, whether narrative, autobiographical narrative or whatever it is, you have to think of a title, an appropriate title, because the whole format, you need to build the whole format from title to conclusion, all the things. Okay, go through all the examples, I mean all the questions that I have provided in the homework, and if you face any query, do let me know in the live class. That's it, and follow the format provided by me. The body should be divided into 3 paragraphs. After the title or heading, the body should be divided into 3 paragraphs. Okay, I will attach this also, the format of unseen composition also again in today's study material. Okay, another thing. See, it is an unseen composition. You will not be given a known topic, but I would suggest you to go through the examples provided, the samples provided in your book, the essay chapter. In essay chapter, there are a few samples provided in your book, and in exercise of that particular chapter, you are going to get a few questions based on unseen composition, essay writing. So try to have an idea about those topics, but about format, follow the format that I have provided. Remember this. Follow the format that I have provided, but about topics I can say just go through the topics, okay, and get an idea. Those will be helpful, okay, those will be helpful in your examination, in that essay chapter, the samples and the questions in the worksheet. Anyway, now we are going to discuss about synonyms and antonyms. I hope you have already read it, because I have given you the instruction to read these chapters quite a few weeks ago, and there is nothing that I can explain. You have to memorize things. The only things that I need to mention, synonyms, I hope you all know that synonyms are the words which have almost similar kinds of meanings. And on the other hand, antonyms are the words which have opposite meaning to each other, right? Opposite meaning. And one more thing which you need to read with more emphasis, that is, there is a portion in antonym where you are asked to use prefix. You know what is prefix? Prefix is the affix. Affix means addition. The addition of a few letters in the beginning of a word to make a new word, such as happy. Happy is a word. If you add un, should I write? Wait a second. Happy. This one is a word, but if we add 2 letters un before this word, it becomes a new word. In fact, the opposite word of happy. Okay, this portion, these 2 letters, which is an addition before this word to make it a new word, this is called prefix. Okay, and when we add letters after the word, that is called suffix. So here we are not talking about suffix, we are talking about prefix only. There is a portion in the antonym section that use prefix to provide the antonyms of the given words. That portion you need to read with much more importance. Okay, more importance. Everything is important. Don't try to skip other things. Read every detail, every word properly. Everything that has been mentioned in your book. Okay, but those are the portions on which you need to put more emphasis. That's it, and I have provided the answers of synonyms and antonyms. I am sure that you have solved that worksheet quite a few weeks ago. So check whether you have done that correctly or not, and if you have any query, do let me know. Okay, just just read the words provided in your book and in the worksheet. That will be enough. That I can assure you. Okay. Now the chapter that we had discussed long ago, that is nouns gender. I provided you the homework to watch the video that I made on nouns gender. I hope you have done your homework, you have watched that video. I really hope that. Okay, because you are obedient, you love to do your homework. So what did we learn in nouns gender? There are four types of gender. Masculine gender, that denotes male, right? Feminine gender, that denotes a female. Common gender, that denotes both. And neuter gender, that actually denotes neither female nor masculine. Generally we use this thing to indicate non-living things, and the basic idea is that it doesn't denote any one of masculine or feminine. Okay, so you need to go through all the examples that have been provided in your book, and you need to solve the worksheet of the gender, of the chapter gender. I have provided the answers. After solving the worksheet on your own, you will check whether you have done the things correctly or not. Just follow these examples provided in your book and in the worksheet. That will be enough for you for at least half yearly examination. And obviously if you want to gather knowledge, you can read more and more. That is limitless. I cannot say that no, don't read anything else. But for half yearly examination, go through your book, both the chapter and the worksheet. That will be enough for you. Okay? So, one more thing from gender chapter, the important things I am repeating in this revision class. There are some collective nouns like army. That, see, it is mentioned in page number 18 after neuter gender. Army. See, for example, class is a collection of students. Army is the collection of a group of soldiers. These collective nouns, they are considered to be of neuter gender. And what did I say? Okay, let me explain again, because it has been quite a few days we have read this chapter. Feminine gender. She is a girl. We are reading nouns gender. Okay, gender of noun. So she is a girl. The noun girl, it indicates someone who is feminine. That's why it is feminine gender. She is a female, the girl is a female, that person is female. So it is feminine gender. The other examples you can go through. Now he is a boy. Boy, this noun, it actually indicates someone who is male. And the gender that denotes male person, that is masculine gender. The other examples you should go through. Now if we say teacher, doctor, parent, can you say whether I am talking about a female person or a male person? Suppose doctor. Did I say lady doctor or gents doctor? No, I just said doctor. From this particular word doctor, can you find out whether I am talking about a male or a female? No. So these words, these nouns which can indicate, which can denote both masculine and feminine, they are of common gender. On the other hand, table, chair are those of any gender. And another thing, I think it was mentioned in your book also. I don't remember. Wait a second. No, actually not. Okay, leave it. So, these things which do not have any gender, which do not indicate either masculine or feminine, they are considered to be of neuter gender. Okay, now there is a long list, not so long actually. Okay, I can say this one is okay, small list of masculine and feminine genders. So you should go through this whole list. The last point, point number G, it is common to refer to pet animals and domestic animals like dog, cat, cow, etc. as he or she. We sometimes do that. That my dog is very naughty, he always barks. So here when we adore some animals, we call them as he, she, they, etc. So this is okay. At that time we consider them as masculine or feminine sometimes, but generally they are, when they are called to be it, they are considered to be of neuter gender. Okay. Okay, that's it. There is nothing that that is required to repeat. If you have any other question, you may ask in the live class, obviously. Now nouns case. Do you remember about nouns case? I hope you remember. There are three types of case: nominative or subjective, accusative or objective, and obviously the last one, possessive case. Now what is nominative or subjective case? When the noun in a sentence is used as the subject. Okay, here you need to remember how to detect a subject. You need to frame a question before the verb with the words who or what. W-H-O, W-H-A-T. Who or what. You need to frame a question with these words before the verb. And if you get an answer, the answer that you will get, that is actually the subject of that sentence. Suppose Navonita loves dogs. Who loves dogs? Navonita. So in this particular sentence, Navonita is a noun which is used as the subject. So when the noun is used as the subject in a sentence, that is considered to be in nominative or subjective case. Okay, remember both the names, nominative or subjective case. But if a noun is used in a sentence as object, now how to detect the object? You need to frame questions after the verb with the words who or what or whom. W-H-A-T or W-H-O-M. Okay, so you need to frame questions with what or whom after the verb to detect the object. So Navonita loves dogs. Navonita loves what? Dogs. So in this particular sentence, the noun dogs has been used as an object. So the noun dogs is in accusative or objective case. So the basic idea is when the noun in a sentence is used as subject, it is considered to be in subjective or nominative case, and when the noun is used as an object in a sentence, that particular noun is considered to be in objective or accusative case. Okay, now the last one, possessive case. When do we call a noun to be in possessive case? When it indicates any possession, ownership. And how does a noun indicate that? With the use of apostrophe or apostrophe s. I hope you remember this thing. But there are certain rules to use apostrophe or apostrophe s. But another thing, not always that apostrophe or apostrophe s is used to indicate possession. Sometimes, suppose Lord Rama's temple, it doesn't mean this is the temple of Lord Rama. Lord Rama is not there who built the temple and is taking care of the temple. Actually, it is the temple where Lord Rama is worshipped. So the meaning is different. So always it is not the fact that apostrophe s indicates only possession. Sometimes it indicates other facts also, just as I gave an example. So apostrophe or apostrophe s, where do we need to use apostrophe only and where do we need to use apostrophe s? When a noun is used in plural form and there is s or es at the end, s at the end, whether s or es doesn't matter, s at the end does matter. Suppose, okay, at first apostrophe, how does it show possession? Suppose the book of the boy, how will I write it in possessive form? Wait, bad handwriting, let me write it again. So how will I write it in possessive case? The boy's book. Okay, after boy we are using apostrophe and s. Okay, this comma is called to be known as apostrophe. Okay, and after that we are using s. So this is the way of writing possessive form, possessive case. Alright, now if we write the plural form of boys, if we make it plural, what will it be? It will be plural also, but have I written this thing rightly? No, this thing is wrong. We cannot use apostrophe s after s when the noun is in plural. It will be when the noun is in plural form, and because of this plural form it is taking s at the end. We cannot use apostrophe s. We are allowed to put apostrophe only. Only this thing, no s will be there. But if I say this is a novel of Charles Dickens, a writer, okay, Dickens. This question is there in your worksheet. I have provided this in the homework or in the response sheet, I don't remember. Again I am telling, don't skip anything. You need to solve both the response sheet and the homework that is provided in the study material. I am repeating this again and again. Don't tell me after the examination that ma'am you did not provide these questions. Go through both of the things, both the Google form and the study material, okay, and you will be able to solve everything, I am sure. Oh, another thing, that nouns gender I have provided in the homework section to solve, for you to solve the whole worksheet of nouns gender, because I felt like you should solve the whole thing because we read it long ago. That's why, nothing else, to solve the whole thing. I think in case of every chapter you should go through the whole worksheet as well as the chapter. What was I saying? When the noun is in plural form and it is taking s at the end, we cannot use apostrophe s. We are allowed to use apostrophe only to indicate possession. But when we are talking about a singular noun that has an s at the end, suppose this is a person's name. The s is included in the person's name. Okay, it is not in plural form. A name cannot be in plural form, right? So Dickens's novel. So can we use apostrophe s here? Yes, we can use. But we may not use also. Here also we may use only apostrophe. That doesn't matter. When the noun is in singular form and it has s at the end, we can go for both apostrophe and apostrophe s. But when the noun is taking an s at the end, because it is in plural form, we can never take apostrophe s. Only apostrophe is allowed. Got it? Now another important thing is we can use apostrophe s to indicate possession in case of living beings only. In case of non-living beings, non-living things, we cannot take apostrophe s. See, page number 22, it has been explained very well. We use apostrophe or apostrophe s only with living things. We cannot use these things apostrophe or apostrophe s with non-living things. We do not say the picture's frame. The frame of the picture, it will be always like that. The picture's frame, we cannot say things like that because the picture is not a living thing. Okay, that's why we cannot use apostrophe or apostrophe s with that thing. And another thing, if we treat an object as a living being, it is required in order to use an apostrophe with it. Sometimes we consider some non-living things as as persons. Suppose country, my country's progress. Country is like our mother. That's why at that time we are allowed to use apostrophe or apostrophe s, though that thing is a non-living thing, because we are considering this thing, generally we consider that thing as a living person. Okay? We use an apostrophe with nouns denoting time, space, weight. These things must be memorized by you. These things must be memorized. Point number G, page number 23 is very, very important. A day's journey, it denotes time. A week's stay, a meter's length. So time, space, weight. Time, space, weight. These things can take apostrophe s. Okay? Or apostrophe. Apostrophe or apostrophe s. Note the use of apostrophe s before word. And another thing is there. Before word also we can use apostrophe s. A rupee's worth of peanuts. 5 rupees worth of sugar. So the word worth should be there. And before that we can take apostrophe or apostrophe s. Okay? That's it. Nothing else. Let me check whether we should discuss something else today or not. But I am saying this again and again, go through both the response sheet and the study material. I am repeating this thousands of times, I guess. So I hope you understand the importance of this particular fact. That's why I am repeating this again and again, like a tape record. Gender, case, reading comprehension. Oh, reading comprehension. About that we have practiced enough reading comprehension. If you have faced any problem, do let me know. I will discuss in the next class. Today also I have provided another question from your book. Obviously reading comprehension, it will be an unseen. It will not be a known passage. But as I mentioned in the first class when I taught reading comprehension, that when you read the whole passage once, it becomes known to you. It doesn't remain unknown anymore. So you need to read every single sentence, or in case of poem, if the comprehension is a poem, in that case every line very minutely, and you may underline the okay, you are going to read the question from a PDF, you cannot underline. Okay, you may note down or you may memorize or try to apprehend the meaning of new words. There will be no dictionary, no person to help you. If you remain honest, you should remain honest during the examination. You should not take advantage of the situation. So there will be no one to help you to understand, to make you understand the meanings of new words. So you need to try to apprehend the meanings. You need to guess the meanings by reading the whole sentence or the line in case of poems. Okay, and because there are questions like find out the word from the passage or the poem which is synonymous with the given words. So when you solve questions like that, that will be helpful. Okay, so when you are reading the passage for the first time, passage or poem, go through it minutely. Don't just read it like, okay, so read it because it is in front of me, I can see it anytime. Obviously you can see it anytime, it is provided for that purpose only, but read it minutely. It will save your time, it will help you to save the time, nothing else. If you have any doubt, any query, do ask me in the live class. And one more suggestion, do not miss any revision class, video, study material, worksheet, live class. Do not miss any revision class. It is just a suggestion. Okay, nothing else. So we are going to meet in the live class, and the remaining chapters, those will be discussed on the next day. Okay, bye bye.